Hi, hi everyone, and good night for viewing. I'm Jonathan, and I'm going to list you on e-cigarettes, and it's known as vaping. So I got a little rhetorical question. That's going to be: have you ever experienced e-cigs with all the counter vapor taking the place of the stink of cigarettes? How many of you have experienced like e-cigs in general? Experienced like people taking drugs like e-cigs? So a loud number for that, and that's totally normal. So that brings us to now the three things, or three reinforcements I would cover about e-cigs. So the first is going to be on number one, is health risk, and the second is going to be on getting educated, maybe consulting with mentors, or it's like local psychiatrists. And lastly, I'll share with you some stats and how these, or maybe implementing these, educating, how educating could give another chance to maybe break away the habit of e-cigarettes or vaping. Now here's the first point. So first, e-cigarettes create risk, like, for example, nicotine dependence, risk to adolescent health in brain and mental development. And the reason I mentioned risk is e-cigarettes have higher level of addictive chemicals that can affect brain chemistry in development. So, according to Matt, who is one that contributes of a researching team, so they are, so how I put it this way, teenagers who seem more reckless, and they are less able to control their impulse, as in their behavior is continually adapting to like this e-cig, which is attractive about less reckless and are less attempt than non-smokers. This point from that highlights adolescents who use nicotine show lower cognitive function. They don't have attention span, it's shortened, it increases impulsivity, depression, anxiety. So, e-cigarettes cause lung injury, and it's known as an inflammatory condition that damages the lungs. And many people mistakenly believe vaping is a safer alternative to traditional e-cigarettes. And here's the reputation for it to refute. So the refute, on the other hand, is experts or studies say vaping is dangerous as a traditional cigarette. So secondly, then moving on to the risk of vaping, they can get educated by open communication. So that's going to be like, secondly, to keep out from vaping, they are encouraged to maintain or to foster like an open communication boundary. So one of the ways to get to do open communication is to have counseling and discussion in between healthcare, and it's an opportunity for prevention and intervention. According to Virgil, who may have said is another like contributor to like healthcare. And then we got addressing vaping addiction with teachers and school administrations about how they are preventing vaping in school. So this is just basically high school theme, I would say. But for college, it'll be something similar. Maybe consult with the school admin, consult with people you trust. Here is the next point on what to do. So going to this. So here's what I'll say about smoking population the percentage according to World Health Review. So US about between 10 to 50%, somewhere in that range. And you see in Asia, some part of Asian country that is hitting between 30 to 35%. And so here's what I got on problem vaping. Would be like a great metaphor to talk about vaping. It's just the website, check it out. And from according to CDC, it's some stats are cool. And they went down from 96 times, followed by difference would be, I'm guessing, maybe 28% less. And then 13, concerned that like, hey, I got some adults or elephants, and get those with these tobacco products like e-cigs and using. And I think posting these things from the slides I got, it certainly highlights that consulting with people of trust is additionally like what understanding the effect of cigarettes affecting the concept of cigarettes could bring downside to many. So it's always best to do some consulting or probably just getting a look at psychiatrist. And then this will show that I'm gonna just show you what I've been covered for the last step. So lastly, they think it's not safe. How serious risk to health, to the nuance, and like mental health. Prevention education about vaping are definitely important, and they require collaboration and not as much, but maybe mostly commitment from parents, schools, maybe school bit for the policymakers. And yeah, likewise, it can be addictive and to hook up adults and cause the series of problems. And so as young adults, we can listen to our parents on what to do and what not to do. Like what is more wrong and what is more correct. we have to decide, like, are we making the right decision? Are we making the wrong decision? We have to be like self-advocates for our personal needs, or maybe our first, or whatever the decision would be. We're not just economically with us, but also in general, when it comes to society, when it comes to making the phenomenal decisions on getting the support we need. So that may help us to limit the type of e-cigarettes e-cigarettes addiction, to continue, probably find something better off that we haven't considered before.